afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. J.D. Martinez, one of the league's best hitters, looks to gain ground in the chase for an AL batting title. First pitch is next. Marcus Walden, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a four-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the ninth inning and broke a lot of bats, and this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias. He will lead this one off today. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 88.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Velasquez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Fouled away. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. I think one of the toughest things, D-Row, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency. It looks like they're playoff bound, but the thing is, you need to keep going and not take your foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, you need to be rewarded for the marathon, and that's exactly what this team has done. They've already clinched a playoff berth, and now they get ready for the sprint. Try and find a way to get healthy, but not lose focus.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped at the plate, and oh boy, that got the home plate umpire right in the arm too. And it's fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
A great pitch there, as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So here's Trey Mancini, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a ground ball to third. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. O's 0. Sox coming to the plate. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Hector Velasquez, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
For the Red
Stepping
Sox,
in, Michael Brantley, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
Boy, this is a really good hitter, but he's desperately been struggling recently at the plate. His average is still good, but it's dropping fast. He needs a quick turnaround.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Set to deliver the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Right to Iglesias. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
batting center, the first baseman,
Rafael Devers the next to bat. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
The 1-1. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Hayes is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2 to the Boston shortstop. Looped out toward third. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. Still no score. Set to get his day started, Renato Nunez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat. Walden isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Fouled away. Two and 2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Cervelli corrals it. The throw down to first, one away. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Anthony Santander. So check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. A ball and no strikes. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Standing in now, Adley Rutschman, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Rutschman brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Santander on third. Ruiz is over at second with one down in the inning. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And nearly out of here. It's off the very top of the monster.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but he'll have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
Austin Hayes the next to bat, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Two 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now.
3 balls, no strike.
In there, 3-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he goes back to the cutter here. 3-2. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch on its way.
Ball one.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes.
Ball, that's too low.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
From the belt, the pitch. And this is a strike 3 call. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second. The Orioles lead it 2-0. So here's Michael Chavis now. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s, with 19 homers and 44 RBIs. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
To the plate now, Tyrone Taylor, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 7 homers and 28 RBIs. Liner towards second, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Ruiz in foul ground, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Velasquez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. Turned on down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
1-1.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Number 16.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
What a hot streak. Stay hot, my friend. Up over 290. He is flirting with that 300, elusive 300 batting average mark.
And here's Renato Nunez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And it's fouled away. A 2-1 count to Nunez.
Too low.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Anthony Santander will be next. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. hit back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there. On to Moreland, and they roll 2 to end the inning. Orioles held in check there, but they're on top 2-0. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a line drive. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. That's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Here's Michael Brantley. There he goes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And it's 1-1.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Now this will rattle up against the wall.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack. Kept his hands inside the ball and took what the pitcher gave.
Here now is Rafael Devers as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Hayes on the run for it, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Here's Xander Bogarts now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Comes set and the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
From the stretch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
This is a spot you'd like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in two right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
Now, the one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one.
No strike.
Three runs already home here. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To Iglesias for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
The batter, the second baseman, Michael.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Michael Chavis. He's set, and the pitch.
Ball, no.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a two-out hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
So now to the plate, Mitch Moreland, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Alberto has it on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Red Sox lead it 3-2. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping up now, Anthony Santander, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in, Rio Ruiz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher.
In now, Adley Rutschman. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate. Now the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Oh, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Austin Hayes will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Orioles lead one. Still a 3-2 ball game. Digging in, Tyrone Taylor. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Tyrone Taylor.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Junior.
So here now is Jackie Bradley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And low, it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Francisco Cervelli. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Grounder down the line at third. Cervelli, once an Atlanta Brave, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Ready with the 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, man, I think his only hope is to try to get out of this fourth inning and maybe try to regroup for the fifth. But this is 8 hits he's given up already, so he might even have trouble doing that.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A 1 pitch on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Here's the 1-1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Red Sox leave 1. They're up 3-2. Now at the plate, Hanser Alberto. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Hunter Alberto.
First delivery to him on the way. High in the air out to center field. Brantley on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop Jose Iglesias. First pitch coming. Here it is. In his career, Iglesias is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fouled off. And he popped him up. Here comes Brantley, but he won't get there. It falls in.
The batter, number 88.
Into the box, Andrew Velazquez. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Bradley is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Up next for the Orioles.
So 2 are gone now in the Baltimore 5th, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. Here's the first pitch to him. Right on the inside black with the slider, laid off but called to strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-1 home. Drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any sharpness left in his stuff at this point.
Well, the bullpen is active, so we'll see if they make the move soon. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get one home and maybe two. And to score, the runner from second.
Well, the RBI base hit there, and I think it's clear they left him in there a hit or too long. He's been laboring in the inning, and we were just talking about how he looked a little bit exhausted. I'd imagine that'll be it for him now.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. And it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, and that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is usually your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, something to keep an eye on if he remains in the game much longer. From the stretch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Drilled right back up the middle. Gloved by Bogarts. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Orioles settle for one. Last half of the fifth coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Third baseman, Rafael Devers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
No.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Another try at 2-2. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. First offering on its way.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike. Ball.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Now the 2-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1 home. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Stepping in now, J.D. Martinez. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Michael Chavis is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now the 1-0. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Not close as it skips in the dirt.
1 strike.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Hayes is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out.
Now batting, first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. In there, strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. The set and the 1-1. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone, and that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, and it's now 6-3.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Now here comes the Oriole manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Number 70 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 70.
At the plate, Tyrone Taylor,
The right fielder.
as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
No strike.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Oh, there it goes in the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. 8th home run on the season for him, as it is now 7-3.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one.
Junior.
4 runs here in this half inning. Now another one hit deep to left. Hayes on the run for it. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they open it up to 8-3. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Now here's the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Line toward right center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
In now, Michael Brantley, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 1-0.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Two and one after the foul ball there. 2 out here and a runner at second. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
Next up for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Has a look. Now the pitch. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Rutschman is after it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Orioles 3. Chaz Rowe takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Red Sox, number 52, Chaz.
Ready for another shot now. Rio Ruiz. He'll start things off in the Baltimore 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Rowe was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. 2-1. Rowe, 33 years old. He was selected in the 1st round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Count even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Still even at 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate now, Adley Rutschman batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Austin Hayes, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding in, Xander Bogaerts. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Xander Bogaerts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Michael Davis.
Stepping in now, Michael Chavis. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Pitch on the way.
Yeah.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's key-holding the
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
Into the box, Mitch Moreland. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. The 1-0 home.
No.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Sent on the ground out to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Heath Hembry will head to the mound yet again as he'll be making his 90th appearance this season. So coming to the plate, Hanser Alberto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch coming, here it is. And they start him out with a slider, good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Outside, 3-0 now. The pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jose Iglesias. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch. Grounded down the third baseline. Devers gloves it. One there. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Ready now for Baltimore, Andrew Velasquez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Two out, nobody on. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Miguel Castro gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Miguel Castro.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Tyrone Taylor, so far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and a good throw gets him one gone. One man is out in the Red Sox seventh, and in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter Jackie Brantley Jr. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Got him. Digging in and looking for more, Francisco Cervelli. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Matt Barnes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 32, Matt.
Settling in now, Trey Mancini is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Trey Mancini.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Here now the 2-2.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
To the plate now, Renato Nunez, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brantley is under it. 2 gone. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First delivery to him on the way. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Tanner Scott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 66, Tanner Scott.
Ready now, Michael Brantley. It was a walk in his last trip.
The left fielder, Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Digging in to try it again, Rafael Devers. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First offering on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Classic slider down and away from the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Xander Bogaerts, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
0-2, here it is. And he misses there, 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
2 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Pitch popped up, and no one will get this one. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Hard on the ground towards short. Iglesias is there, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Josh Taylor comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Josh Taylor.
Now batting, Rio Ruiz. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. He's set. Here it comes. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Brantley has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that?
Now batting, the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
So digging in now, Adley Rutschman. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Runner at second now as a result of the error, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Austin Hayes. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. Swing and a hot shot toward third, and that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line, and this one bounds around against the wall. The throw is wild and it gets away, and he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
In now, Hanser Alberto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
2-0 count, the pitch.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Runner at second here with one man out. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1 pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes, full count.
And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Brandon Workman answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Number 44, Brandon Rutschman.
In now for the O's, Jose Iglesias. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball.
First and second now, one man out. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Workman, a native Texan. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Ball even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball.
Andrew Velasquez, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Fouled away. He's set, and the payoff pitch. This one's down to 3rd. And that's through into left, a base hit. Brantley's able to get it in, and that runner will have to hold on at 3rd base.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
At the plate, Andrew Velasquez. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Now the 0-1. Grounded to 3rd. This could be 2. The 2nd for 1. On to 1st, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, there was no reason to panic. He gave up a hit, but he comes right back and gets a double play to end this thing. Great resiliency right there to secure the save and the victory for the team.
8-4 the final this afternoon. Boston pick up win number 96. Marcus Walden gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Hector Velasquez struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.